Okay, we are here. What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? How y'all doing?
Hello, sir. How art thou?
I'm doing great. I don't know about this damn episode, but I'm doing great. We definitely got to get into some things because
Mm,
mm, mm. So y'all already know what this is. We're here to talk about Real Housewives of Atlanta
mm,
episode 11 of season 14, Cabin Fever. Okay.
mm.
One thing about it, and I hope that everybody understands this by the end of this season. Marlo should never do a trip again, okay? Because this shit was a mess. This episode was a mess. I loved it though, but I mean, really, let's get into it.
Dear God. Yeah, let's just
I mean, this whole episode was a scene. Like,
uh, uh
yeah,
I could never get that time back. Like
man.
that 43 minutes and some change is 43 minutes and some change of my life. I can never get back. But I'm gonna go ahead go oh dear God.
I mean, my time wasn't wasted, but it just was. I'm like, child, what are we doing? Are we going to the place? Are we not? Are we leaving her? I don't understand. So it starts off with Kenya coming to the house, and they had her running to. I'm telling you, editing really be having people looking crazy. She was up to the house. She was like, you know what? Fine, I'm gonna show up. I'm gonna have my stuff moved in or whatever later, and Kenya decided to stay. But Marlo, I guess, wanted to talk to her or something like that, and Kenya was just flailing around, running away from her. She ended up talking to Sonia, um, and was really telling some real shit to Sonia, like about her childhood and stuff like that, and with how Marlo kind of reminds her
As
of.
much
Yeah,
and let me say, and I did not mean to interrupt, but I'm
all
gonna
right, no,
say
go ahead.
this: as much as Marlo and Kenya both ain't shit this episode, Danya looks horrible.
Oh, we gonna get in that. We gonna get in that.
Oh
Oh
my
yes.
god,
Oh yes.
gee, ooh.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I interrupted. Go ahead.
No. I was gonna get right into it. So yeah, I'm sick of Sonya. I like literally like Kenya pours. I mean, I'm not gonna say she poured out her heart or whatever. I mean, Kenya definitely spoke her piece. She basically said some concrete examples of her childhood and how she kind of Marlo kind of reminds Kenya of past family members or whatever. For Sonya to go back and run and tell Marlo with Kenya. Oh, well, she talked about your nephews.
But the thing about it is this: everyone on that cast
Mm,
has talked about her nephews. Has basically iterated and reiterated exactly what Kenya said.
yeah.
Everyone has, even Sonya. So for her to go back and you look like a horrible sack of crack. Crap. I'm sorry. A horrible sack of crap.
I'm sorry how vulgar this might sound. That she was meat riding the entire episode, and it was pissing me off. And then had the nerve to say in your confessional, "Oh yeah, well I'm trying to be the peacemaker. Like you may think I'm don't being the bone collector. I'm being the peace girl. What piece are you making? You're starting shit, and at the end of the day, somebody got to do it because Sheree ain't about she ain't having bone collected in years, you know. But girl, like it's like you want to be down so bad, and it's looking real.
It's looking
Ugh.
like she is trying so hard
Yeah,
to like
come on,
it's
Olympic
always
gold
if she
medalist.
goes anyway the wind blows. She's like a wind tunnel.
Yeah,
She's
I mean,
going anywhere the
yeah,
wind blows. Because earlier in the season, when you thought it was advantageous for you and your little raggedy little whatever little website, who
who's
did
the
she call? She called Kenya and Candy. Did
right?
she not?
Yes, she did.
What the fuck was Marlo? Marlo asked, couldn't help you, could it? But since this is Marlo's trip, now you just gonna float any way the wind blows.
Yeah.
Because this whole going and sitting with Sheree and saying all of this shit, well, Kenya said that you shouldn't be leaving. And then Marlo jumping on her high horse. How dare she talk about my nephew? Bitch, if you don't sit your stinking ass down somewhere,
Yeah.
because everybody is talking about your nephew. Your nephew
Mhm.
done been in everybody's mouth. You made it that way when
Yeah.
you put them on the goddamn television screen. If you don't want your nephews talked about, if you don't want nobody to talk about your goddamn nephews, why the fuck are they on the goddamn television screen? You made them your storyline. You
Yeah.
made them your plot line. You made them relevant to any and all conversation on this goddamn show. So don't give me no shit about, oh no, you can't talk about my nephews. Keep their name out your mouth.
Yeah.
Keep their faces off our goddamn TV screens.
Exactly. Exactly. And the thing about it is though, I mean, what Kenya said, and oh, we'll get into this because I've been saying this for years. I'm actually glad that Marlo is here because it's showing exactly the hypocrisy that the double standard that Kenya had faced for years. Okay, Kenya literally was unprovoked the entire episode. You over here chasing this girl, and we look back, we seen Marlo. We seen Marlo. She chased Portia. She chased Nene before. Like it's giving very much bully vibes. It's giving very much I'm gonna run up on you and you ain't gonna do nothing about it. Like I don't have to talk to you. You gave me an ultimatum. Now Kenya ain't had to accept that damn ultimatum, but she did out of the kindness of her heart. Okay, fine. I'm gonna stay in this house. Now you want to talk to me? It's giving. You know when you go over your friend's house or somebody, a family member or whatever, and you say, "Oh, you gotta go to my mom room and say hi for you can I'm like, girl, who is you? You ain't nobody mom.
Marlo can't even run the little boys that's staying in her goddamn house. How the fuck you think she gonna run these grown ass women?
Mm-hmm.
She can't even run her own household.
Like it's get and I said this on my we gonna mention some tweets because I was tweeting up a storm that night. I said it. Marlo, well, I've come to the conclusion she is a narcissist. When we finished talking about towards the end of this episode, it was very clear that
Oh
Marlo
yeah, because I'm gonna have to drag her.
is
By the time we get to the end, yeah, she's gonna get this good.
like I mean
Look, girl.
it really just does not make any sense, child. I mean, it's I don't know, child. I don't know what
First of
she's
all,
yeah.
we'll get there. So
Mm-hmm.
Sheree, not Sheree. Sheree was there. Sheree was in that room with
Uh-huh.
Marlo in the bedroom when Marlo was carrying the bone. Not Marlo, when Sonya was carrying the bone to Marlo. And
Right.
now Marlo done got big mad.
Yeah.
Oh my God. She talking about my nephew. She better keep their name out their mouth. And
Mm-hmm.
then she following the girl around, da 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 da. Oh, you gonna talk to me? Oh, you gonna talk to me? Oh, let's be clear. Both of them were like petulant children. Both Kenya and Marlo were
Mm.
like 5 year olds, behaving like fucking 5 year olds. And see, real girls do real things. Let me just put it like it is. What I would have did was stood right there flat footed, looked her in the eye. Hey, baby, we ain't talking. It ain't happening.
Mm. Now who?
If I was Kenya,
Oh yeah,
I
Kenya.
would have turned. I wouldn't have had her chasing me around, baby. What I would have did was I would have been walking to the car. We get to the car. Are you gonna talk to me? Hey, baby. No, I'm not. And got in that car and set my
And
black
left.
ass down. Now, if you
Right.
gonna do that, go ahead. Real girls don't go do real things. Hey, baby, what we
Okay.
doing?
You know Kenya wanted to be there, child. She didn't want to miss no screen time because you get paid per episode. So we know why Kenya stayed. We know why Kenya
No, no,
wasn't.
no. I'm not talking about staying. What I'm saying is when they were getting ready to go to the gym mining, whatever.
Yeah.
And she was following Kenya around the house. What I'm saying is, I'm not running away from you, Marlo, because it gave you almost like you were running from her.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
It kind of gave the vibe that Marlo is chasing after you and you're running away from her. Baby, I'm not running from you. I told you
Mhm.
we ain't got nothing to talk about.
Yeah. And my thing is she wanted Marlo to say it in front of the cast, which I mean or because Marlo wanted a 1-on-1, and Kenya was like, "No, I'm not having it. You want to say something to me? You say something to around us all." Yeah, what Kenya was doing was very childish with Marlo, but Marlo, she just starts shit out of nowhere. Like, obviously, Kenya wasn't giving you no time of day. Kenya definitely, she was minding her own business. She was acting her kooky self, child, because this is the new kooky Kenya that we got now, and very much unprovoked. And Marlo is just like it's like, and somebody said this in a tweet. It's like Marlo hates every time when Kenya is like laughing or acting, whatever, acting crazy. It's like it upsets Marlo that Kenya is not miserable every step of the way. I I really do see that now.
I'm gonna get to when we get to that. I'm gonna talk about what I really think is happening here, but we'll get to that at the end.
Uh-huh.
But when the human loofah sponge came, urgh, Fatum,
Oh.
the close-ups on that woman's face and all of the holes and craters in that woman's face is ghastly. Let's be clear.
Child.
And she added to the fuck shit and fuckery.
I
And
was
I've
sick
been
of her.
saying all time this season, why, Bravo Andy? Are you putting me in predicaments where I have to side with the likes of a Kenya freaking Moore and a Drew Sidora? Why, God?
Mhm.
Where has the stars realigned themselves and now we're in freaking bizarro world?
Yeah, I mean the Fatum, however you pronounce that name.
Loofah
Fatum,
sponge for me because
you
Baby
said
Mama's face looks like a loofah sponge.
not a loofah sponge, but no, I mean she really was. She wanted to pick a fight with Drew for no reason, and I get it. When you come on these shows and you're a friend and this, that, and the third, you want to have those moments so you can come back and have, because they want you to come back if you bring drama. But it's like, girl, you giving it up too much. You're doing too much. Like, you gotta hold back on like you looking crazy. And it's clear she was drinking the entire time. So I was like, you sound drunk as hell. Just over here, just every time Drew said, but it was kind of funny though, because every time Drew said something, she always was like, "Well, no, actually, one thing here, bitch." I'm like, what is it? Where does this coming from?
Listen, the whole time we spent the first, what, 45 minutes of the hour episode, we
Mm-hmm.
literally were waiting for them to go to wherever the fuck they were supposed to go. I'm
Yeah,
sorry for
yeah.
cussing on your channel. I
You
apologize.
can cuss on
But
my
these
channel,
people bring me to this point. God of mercy, God of love. Why? Because they're narrating 30 minutes in the driveway. Really?
She
An
said 30 minutes.
hour and a half in the driveway.
I'm like, yeah, because it was going back and forth. So what happened was they was going back and forth with Kenya was sitting in the car. Marla was trying to get Kenya to get out the car, and they were just sitting there arguing. And the girl, the Fontan or Fontu or whatever that girl name, she was getting into it with Drew in the process, and everything was just. It was so embarrassing. Like, and I was like, at this point, just let. I mean, obviously, let Kenya go. Anybody telling her to leave? She's not leaving. Go to this damn gym thing and come. Like, oh my goodness, it just was stupid.
The other maddening part was Sheree in her confessional talking about, I didn't know Drew had a problem with Fatum. How was I supposed to know that? Bitch, you a goddamn lie.
Right,
You raggedy piece of shit.
Fatum.
You know good
Yeah.
and damn
Mhm.
well. Sheree is a lying sack of crap. She's a lying sack of crap. She's a lying sack of crap.
Oh, speaking of the charade, they had to bring up the whole Sheba. I guess Candy was giving her some advice on the Sheba charade thing, just to get us hyped for I guess, the season finale, when she has her show. But I was just like, okay, girl, y'all keep on bringing this up every episode, every time we see Sheree. Okay, well, I'm still working on Sheba Sheree. Like, look, shut up and get it done. Make the clothes, honey. I don't care if you got
First
to.
of all, she over there. Oh, anytime Candy wants to give me some advice, oh, I'm down for it. I'm hello. You've had opportunities to sit down with Candy for how many years? Bitch, you ain't never been serious.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have how many opportunities for years to sit down, not just with Candy, but with countless numbers of other people. Because it's all of these, and I'm putting in my air quotes, people you profess to be friends with, and people that you profess that, oh my God, I know this person that has businesses and careers and all of that stuff. You ain't sat down with a goddamn person. You ain't trying to do shit. You're a lying sack of crap, Sheree. That's what you are.
Yeah, yeah. And then outside, back to Drew and Font. I'm like, what is up with Drew and the dog today? Drew and dogs. She was over here barking at Fonton.
Baby, somebody had done told her, oh, this the joke you give, this the read you give. And that's why she had that dog bone, that doggy bone.
Yeah, that
Because
dog
everybody
bone.
looking like, because she just kept on doing the barking thing. This shit,
I
she
mean,
was,
the dog Jester. She is so. Oh my god. But see, I like Drew. Drew. Surprisingly enough, I am liking Drew this season, even though she is corny, but it's working. Like, when somebody's corny, but it works. Like, I feel like that way with Drew. Like, I'm just like, girl, what are you doing? You over here acting a whole fool. But look, act how you want to act. Get your moments in, because the Fontaine girl, she's giving it to you. She's giving you, something to argue over. Because honey, she wasn't. I mean, without that, she was. Drew just be sitting there. But let's get into it. Hey guys, I'm looking at the comments. We got some people in the comments.
hey, Xavier, hey, Quintessential.
We have to remember that Sheree was an NFL. She was, oh my God, running the business isn't for. It's her
She
fault.
was.
She was meant for good living, bearing children, and enduring infertility. She robbed Sheree, ain't it? Well, look, I mean, here's the
She
thing.
ain't been married to that man in well over 12 years.
Not 12.
Hell, I don't think she was still married to him when she came on the show. I'm trying to think. I think they were divorced when she got on the show.
Yeah, she was. I don't remember Sheree ever being with. I don't ever. When I seen
Yeah,
that
she was
husband,
married to,
his name
oh
was
God, I
Bob.
can't think his name.
Was his name Bob? No.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
But I'm talking about that, like that tall dude or whatever, right?
Oh, it's gonna come. I can't remember the name.
Right.
His last name is Whitfield though. I
Yeah, last
remember
was
him.
with it. Okay, I remember him when she came back. Like, see, I don't remember him from the old seasons, like,
Yeah, that
because he never
Xavier
was
said that
there.
she was divorced before she even got on the show. So
Yeah, so it was like you was never there. I mean, like, girl, no. I think Sheree, she just needs to. I don't know what Sheree needed to do. She was flip flopping like a MF this episode. Like when I tell you, and she has her little issues with Drew. Fine, whatever. They got their little thing. They was going back and forth in the confessional.
Bob Whitfield, you're right. It was Bob
It
Whitfield.
was Bob. Okay. Oh, I
Mhm.
know that's right.
Child. Sheree. Now I do agree that Sheree knew with Drew that Sheree knew full well what was gonna happen with the 2K.
Mm-hmm.
Sheree wanted to get into an argument, but she didn't want to seem like the one that initiated it.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why she had Fatum come. Because Fatum ain't friends with nobody there.
Right.
At least Moneta chick is friends with other people on the show. They do know her. They hang out, but Fatum is only friends with Sheree.
And
And Fatum
Mayetta was that
now
girl that was out there saying, "Oh my goodness, you girls, I don't,
it's
I have
being
never."
reported that Drew then got production to stop allowing Fatum on the show.
Oh, she's stopping her bag.
I
Oh,
think that's what. Check the blogs. You can check the blogs real fast. That's what I thought I saw
oh
before
my
I came on.
God. I mean, at this point, because at this point, it did look like she was getting a little rambunctious, like she was trying to get up and do something. Now, at that point, I was like, all right, now we ain't having no more pillow talks. We ain't having no more dragging. Okay, like
That's a mess.
a whole mess. But okay, now Drew stopping people bags. All right, but no, that other girl you said Moneta, she was over there. She was like, this is what she said.
You will not bring your ghetto here.
That's what she said. It was giving very much that in them confessionals.
She was like, "Girl, I'm not here for this."
I've ever been in a scene with these girls acting like this. I'm like, oh Lord, child.
She was like, "I'm not here for this. I'm not here for any of this."
Mm. No,
Oh.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, and then what else happened, child?
They sat in that car.
They sat in that car, and then they ended up. Then some of them ended up going to the trampoline, which
that was the whole episode.
that really.
We spent the entirety of the goddamn episode
doing
in
nothing.
the goddamn driveway.
You know, production was mad. You know, was it? You think? Oh no, it's probably cold out there, right? Yeah, because they was
because they had on furs and everything. Oh, it was
right.
cold.
Oh, you know, production was mad as hell. It was like, if you don't get to this damn destination,
baby, they spent the whole day in the goddamn driveway. Just that's why I was like, I can never get these moments in my life back.
Like
never.
Marlo would have had known, like, okay, Kenya's not going nowhere. Kenya is going to be there. She should have just been like, you know what, fuck it, let's go. But see, everybody want to be like, oh no, I run stuff. I run Atlanta. Like, girl, no.
Marlo run her mouth.
Yeah.
And so because it's gonna take me a while to get through the end. They go to gym mining. Kenya was so out of order.
They did what?
Kenya was way out of order.
Where at?
In that damn store.
How was she?
Because them people have every right to have their Trump 2024 up there.
Man, please, let me tell you something. That not no Trump 2024. If you voted for Trump the first time, but you talk about some 2024, it's giving.
No, but what I'm saying is, you know where you at.
Yeah.
Don't act like it's a surprise that they got a sign. You talk about, oh, this must have failed. Ma'am, you're out of order.
I don't know about that. I don't know. Look, I mean, I wouldn't do it because if I see something like that, I'm walking out the store because I don't know if y'all gonna shoot me, child. I don't know if y'all gonna sit there and, kick me out.
Not that you saw her minuets like we playing the piano. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing this with you, Xavier.
Wait, what was that? Let me see that because I can't look.
You talk about she was being a lesbian for Neo.
Who?
Monietta was Neo's baby mama.
Right. We keep on saying that. I keep on forgetting, child. Right. I mean, look, not that ghetto. Neo wasn't that ghetto, child.
But Fatum just got completely out of order.
Yeah. I think she came for Drew out of no like literally no reason.
Like Drew literally wasn't saying anything to her.
She just walked away.
And then I guess her thing was, well, I wasn't talking to you, but you sitting over here, yelling and loudly talking to the person next to you about me, as if I'm not standing right over here. So you wanted me to hear, and you wanted me to react, and I did.
So you get nothing from me. You get nothing from me, and that's what you did. She walked off. I'm with her. I'm with her on that. Like, she really, like, every step of the way, Fontaine, or we gonna get her name. Dude, it's gonna be like one of them characters where we keep on mispronouncing her name.
Fanta, Fondant,
but like, not Farnhouse.
Fontaine.
So what is the thing? They were getting crystals, gems. I'm like, okay, so what was this? What even was this? First of all, I don't even believe that ain't no white Trump MAGA supporter got no damn crystals. First of all, ain't that witchcraft? Aren't y'all crystals? Let me stop.
I don't know what was going on. The only thing that I took away from this was Kenya snatching up people's sign down and their Fleet bottle over there trying to yell at Drew. That's all that happened.
Not Fleet bottle. Yeah, it was. That scene wasn't even. Remember, it was a waste of time. Now, even if everything went as planned,
a real waste of time.
would have still been trash, even if they didn't even have that whole fiasco in the beginning. Like, what was that, Mark?
They needed Fix-A Flat to start a fight because had she not, we wouldn't have had nothing to see.
She was like, "All right, ain't nothing going on. I'm about to start popping stuff off." Like,
but I do think, I do think that fire in the hole was the straw that kind of got Marlo to the point where she was like, "I'm done."
Yeah. Okay, so you want to go back to the? I mean, yeah. I feel like I don't even feel like this episode was a whole hour. Like, I definitely feel like if you took the commercials away, it's a good 30 minutes because there's no way that this was. I mean, yeah, we went back home, and she basically told everybody to get the fuck out. I don't feel the support, and this is where I say that Let me just say this real quick. This is where I say Marlo's a narcissist because if you notice her wording, you know, I came here for a support system and I didn't get that, and I understand that everybody got their thing going on, but it's about me right now. I'm literally saying that in quotes. Like, she is a narcissist. It's all about her, and when the attention is not on her, and I think the reason why she really has a problem with everybody is because she probably wanted everybody to dogpile on Kenya because that's what people did for years. And the moment they were like, "Well, Marlo, I mean, well, y'all both are acting immature." And they pretty much she expected everybody else to like boot Kenya out. Like, Kenya, you got to go, this, that, and the third. But ain't nobody said nothing to her. Like, no, you are wrong. You are being overzealous. You are coming for somebody that's giving you nothing. She's giving you dust.
Let's be clear.
But go ahead.
Here's what the fuck happened.
Mm-hmm.
First of all, Marlo, this ain't your trip. This is Bravo's trip. Because, bitch, I keep telling y'all, she has one comma in her net worth, just like I do. Okay? Right. So, you ain't got the kind of money to be paying for lavish trips where you riding 2 and 3 hours in a goddamn Rolls Royce and everybody else riding in the Aston Martin 2022. You ain't got the kind of money where y'all gonna be over here paying for, because that cabin is one of those cabins where you're paying minimum between 5 and 8 G's a night.
Mm-hmm.
Easily.
Yeah.
And that might be being conservative. So seeing as how this is a Bravo trip, that is why Kenya ass ain't go nowhere. Yeah. That's why everybody was there. And that's why she felt like, well, if we all got to be here together, then best thing to do, well, let's just go ahead and cancel it out. Then if it's all or none, then damn it, it's gonna be none.
I'm just
that's what it was.
I mean, you wasted everybody's time and money.
But the thing about it is this: how many cash trips has Marlo ruined? How many times have we been on a goddamn cash trip and Marlo and her antics and Marlo and her level brand of fuckery has bothered everyone? Yeah. Remember when they were in Japan?
Oh yeah, the thing with Eva, and she was going back and forth, and Eva was giving her the 1 to 2.
And she wasn't, and Marlo wasn't even a regular cast member. Bitch, you ain't even have a peach. You done ruined a whole bunch of trips, Marlo, and you ain't even have a peach. Your name wasn't even on the goddamn credits. So don't come over here now. Oh, I have a peach. I get to dictate. Well, no, the fuck you don't. Because production said, bitch, she ain't going nowhere. She done had a peach before you. So what you gonna do? It's all or none. And you said, well, I guess it ain't gonna be none. Well, I guess it ain't, bitch.
That's probably what happened. You right. That's probably what happened. They probably was like, look,
if Kenya ain't gonna enjoy this, you ain't either. Because we paying for it. Get over it, bitch. Because what you thought was gonna happen. We just got, like, she told you what she wanted to do. I just want to sit here and have y'all baby me and have y'all tell me how nice and good of a person I am and tell me all of these good things, and we get drunk and have a good time. That's what you wanted. So, a man.
And that's why I said she wanted that, and it's like, you're not going to get it with these girls. These girls are going to. Well, you might get it with. You'll get it with Sonya, and you'll probably get it with Sheree because they like the. They meet ride. But like Candy, Drew, Kenya, like they're not going to kiss your ass, honey.
Baby, the funniest thing to me was when Marlo was sitting her ass there with her woe is me. Oh my God.
Them
You
fake
people
ass
are being
crocodile
so
tears
bitter.
ain't
And
seen months
baby,
here.
Drew sat there eating that salad like, girl.
We do not care.
Drew was me. Drew, I promise you, Drew was me. Baby, the way she was so unbothered. Baby Mama sat there eating that salad like, oh well.
Okay. Oh, really? Okay.
And Marlo, you should have been checking your bitch Sheree as well. Cause you let that bitch bring you know, what's the
Mhm.
girl name? Fountain drink or whatever her name is. You let her bring her, and she was just as bad as worse than Kenya.
Worse than Kenya. I mean, let's
She
be
was
clear.
way worse than Kenya. So it was it was a whole shit show. And so my thing about it is, Marlo, nobody's gonna cry a tear for you.
Yeah.
Nobody's gonna give a shit about you because you have come on this show and rain down tyranny on everybody. You do nothing but come on here, you speak ill of people, you drag people, you talk about people, you talk about people's family members, you talk about people's living situation, you talk about people's looks, you talk about everything under the sun about people. You
Yeah.
say some of the worst and most deplorable things about people at some of the worst times. You do it, Marlo, at times where y'all out in the public and in the presence of all kinds of people and company.
Yeah.
We over here in the middle of the fucking woods where it ain't nobody at. Bitch, you do the shit way out in the open. You go in and let have. And now you want to have a pity party? Hell no, bitch.
And you expect everybody to be around you and be like, "Oh my goodness, like we love you, we support you." This, that, and the third. But she wanted that moment that Nene had. Remember that time when she was like, "Support me, support," and she had this whole episode where Nene was actually going through some shit. Okay, you kicked out your nephews. They should be acting like that. You know what I'm saying? Like you are the bad guy, and you're trying to change the narrative and trying to change people's like perception of you. No, you are just toxic, and I'm glad that people are finally seeing it. And I'm glad that because there was this tweet that was said, and I want to highlight this tweet because I really did like. Look. Let me tell you something. I was on Twitter all last night, y'all. And this pertains to Kenya. At this point, I'm here for Kenya. From the moment she came on this damn show, Apollo lied about her coming on to him or whatever. Phaedra calling her a whore for years from Portia and her aggression, and now Marlo being jealous of her. I'm tired of it. Like literally, people are now, because I've seen people on Twitter and people saying, you know what, Kenya was right. Yeah, people are now understanding that it was never really Kenya. It was just people's. It's always was a double standard with people. And
listen, when Marlo can be unapologetic about saying that that woman was faking her pregnancy,
yeah,
that should have been the draw that broke the camel's back for a whole lot of people.
at
But
least
for
it did.
me, she had did that a long time ago. Marlo has said a whole lot of things that you cannot get back, that you cannot take back, that there's no coming back from. So don't look for nobody to feel bad for you, Marlo. You're a horrible person.
Yeah.
You're horrible.
Yeah.
And I question the morals of the people and the character of people who want to applaud you and or be around you, Sheree. Because if I'm somebody like Sheree, you see how quickly Marlo turned when they was at that thing that Sonya had with her mama, and Sheree and Marlo went outside, and Marlo with diamond-like and surgical precision proceeded to drag each and every person in there by their skull.
Yeah.
From Candy to Sonya to every single person in that room. And you mean to tell me, Sheree, you think you're gonna be absolved of that?
Yeah.
You think you ain't gonna get no part of that the moment you do some shit like, girl, please.
And you know what? I hope they keep that same energy, because I hope they keep that same energy at the reunion and they really come for their ass. I need them to really. it's time. You know that sometimes when it's time that when they ready to boot out a character on the show, they did it with Kim. They need to do that shit with either Sheree or Marlo.
Now, I keep telling y'all, why are we at the point where y'all have me? Because see, I'm not a Kenya fan either. Let's be clear. Let's be
Uh-huh.
real clear. I don't want no parts of the horrible person that. Because see, what Kenya is one of those people that will drive you to fuck their ass up, and then when you do, now
His
you
victim.
look like the bad guy.
Yeah.
Now she's sitting there like, oh, well, what do you mean? Because I remember that season with Apollo. And while Apollo might have hit on her,
Look.
he would have did it.
That motherfucker lied. He said that he lied. Years later, everybody was calling her a whore at that point, and it kind of, I really feel like that was the tipping point with Kenya. That's what made people really look at her funny. But now that we know that it was a lie, and look, I know Kenya did her dirt too. I didn't like how she treated Kim Fields that one season, but like at the end of the day, there's a lot of double standards when it comes to her and just the whole thing. Even when we go back to the pillow talk situation where her friend was defending her because the man put her hands on Kenya, and then Nene went to sit there and call her friend a queen, and oh yeah, you wrong, you just said in the third. I'm like, a man touched me. Even the part where it was at that damn trip, and that dude, remember that girl, that light skinned chick, the one that was crazy as hell, had a nephew or some shit like that, was saying, hey, little bitch, don't talk to you like that. And Kenya was like, I need him out of this house. And everybody was like, oh no, Kenya, she over here just acting like this, that. I'm like, everybody was, and then people, lo and behold, it took Candy for them to be like, because Candy was pregnant at the time. It took Candy for them to be like, I don't want him there either, because he was cursing out Kenya and talking crazy.
Listen,
like, don't nobody believe Kenya. Don't nobody want to understand Kenya's plight until it's somebody else.
I'm going to say like this. Both of them are horrible people. Two things can be true
at the same time.
Mm-hmm. Because it's just in this situation, you didn't get no pity party from me, Marlo. And I don't think you deserve one from anybody. From anybody.
Yeah.
At all. And I'm telling you, Darren, that is what happened.
Because well, you heard about the home invasion, child.
Because if Marlo had the ability and option for Kenya not to be there, you don't think that would have happened?
Yeah.
Because if it was that serious, Marlo wouldn't have even invited her to the house. If she, for example, if Drew could have got Fatum kicked off at that moment, she would have, but she couldn't. But now that she has the opportunity, guess the first thing she did? Hey, she got to go. Marlo, baby, you just got a peach and trying to keep it.
Yeah.
Kenya had one way longer than you, sweetheart.
So she got seniority, even though you've been there longer. Probably you've been there physically. I mean, as a friend, but like Kenya has been there as a cast. This your first rodeo.
Girl, you better get your life in order.
You better understand.
All of that crying. Listen, I am somebody who people say all the time, I'm mean, I'm an asshole, I'm angry, I drag people, all of this, that, and the third. But the one thing you ain't never see it from me, I'm not over here crying, talking about, woe is me. People need to feel bad for me. Oh my God.
Girl, stand up. Stand up. Like, for real.
I'm like, it is what it is.
It is what like, child.
I know who and what I am.
That's why I said narcissism. That's I definitely feel like in next episode we're gonna see her talk to a therapist. We're gonna get some structure in the next episode. Thank God.
We'll see.
She should have went there.
I have no faith in therapists on this show because we've seen time after time that the therapists that they card out on this show are always horrible people. They've carded out some awful people who profess to have licensing and certifications to be somebody's therapist. These people have their own, issues that they need to sit down with. Just mess. And then we in the middle of her saying, "Okay, y'all got to go home," and Fleet bottles still trying to go in. She's still trying to have a moment. Girl, let her go. Even Sheree had to say something. Listen,
Don't let them get to you. Don't let them get to you. I'm like, Sheree, shut up. She
even Fajita had to tell her, "Hey, girl, just shut up. We going home. We going home."
Like,
girl, I was like, girl,
too damn much. I cannot stand Sheree. Need to go too. Like, I don't think Sheree last thing. She always stay for one season, and they get tired of her, and they're like, okay, now we realize why you not here no more.
Where that came from? Anyway, but yeah, I was like, and everybody looking down surprised. Oh my God, I've never been thrown out of anywhere in my life. What is?
Marlo should have took that damn trip by her damn self. That's what she needed. She needs some me time. If you wanted to get away with them boys, then get you some me time. Get you some time to
And now all of a sudden she care about the boys. You see how she threw in there. And my nephew's birthday is what she said next week, and I need to prepare.
Like, you sure they want to see you? Like, for real? Like, I don't want to see you. Kick me out. Like, bye. Give me money to send that shit over, and that's it. I don't want to see you.
Just a mess. When she was crying, baby, I was sitting like Drew.
I literally was looking at her like, you lie, like you're not crying, like you are literally. It's in a cry. ain't no damn tears. It's giving very much Sheree.
Right. When Sheree was like, "Oh my God,
girl." I didn't feel nothing. I didn't feel bad for her. Nobody feels bad for you. I hope you are I hope she really does.
Nobody cares about
I know she is.
tears of a clown when no one's around. Nobody cares about the tears of a clown.
I really hope she read them tweets, but you know what? I know she did. I know she was looking at them tweets.
She's delusional.
Yeah.
She's delusional. She's self-absorbed. She's a narcissist. And she's going to surround herself with everybody who's going to say, "Oh, they were just hating on you. They're the horrible ones. You're a great person." No, the hell you're not. You're a horrible person.
Period.
You're a horrible person. But I feel like everybody's playing their part. Candy is playing her part, which is both sides.
Candy had some logic though. She was like, she was coming after Kenya too. She was like, "Well, you over here saying," I'm like, "Oh, okay, Candy, okay, oh," because she trying to get things done. She said, "Y'all are aggravating the hell out of me right now. Y'all either gonna get or you gonna laugh."
I know, if I'm Candy, who got 8,000 businesses and jobs, I'm looking like I was with her like, girl, I could be doing something else.
Girl, I'm back in my room,
spending hours in a goddamn driveway. I got money. I can call me whatever I need to call me. Limousine service, whatever, a helicopter, and get the hell up out of here. I don't have this kind of energy. That's how you know they were forced to be there. They were forced to be there. Production said, "We're not leaving. It's all or none. We done paid all these thousands and thousands of dollars. Baby, it's all or nothing." And so they all was sitting there like children who didn't want to be there. All of them sat there like, "Girl, why are we here? This what we gonna do?"
It's supposed to be like a little 2-day trip. This was supposed to last 2 episodes. I imagine so, but Marlo ended up being like, "Oh, we ended it now." I'm like, okay.
Okay, girl.
Okay, the next trip got to be done by somebody else. I mean,
they said Portia, not Portia, dear God, why Portia on my head. Sonya's supposed to be doing a little trip to Jamaica. Remember, she said that the company she
and I gotta prepare for that because that their husband don't talk to no woman like that. He said don't F with my wife, child. You talking to a whole woman, Jeremy.
Oh, you talking about Aaron?
And no, her husband.
Sonya?
Yeah, Sonya. His name Aaron. Yeah, he said something. He said something slick to Kenya. I'm like, oh, that's a little. We don't go in them parts.
I'll fight y'all by Aaron.
Not.
Hey, Aaron.
I'll tell you now.
Hey.
Well.
Yeah.
No, but I was just like, who you bucking your chest at? And that's another thing too. Every time Kenya don't got a man by her side, like the dudes be trying her. Like they be trying. I'm like, y'all wouldn't have did that if she was still with Matt. Because Matt was not the one or the two.
Well, but the thing about it is, Kenya takes you to that point where you have to say something to her. She's one of those people who, I hate to say this,
Mm-hmm.
we don't all been in school with that white boy or white girl who has their privilege, and they're doing all of this stuff to antagonize the black student. And then they sit there like, I don't know, I ain't did nothing. And they sitting there as if they're not the villain, as if they're not antagonizing everybody. And they wondering, and now somebody come in the room and it look like the black kids are ganging up on this poor little white person, not knowing that this bitch done sat over here and damn near dared us to fuck their ass up. And I did all of this horrible shit. And Kenya does that. Like Kenya know exactly what she be doing, exactly what she be saying, and she'll sit there like,
Said Matt was crazy. Matt was that Derek from P Valley.
So
Who Derek again? Derek was the light skin.
Derek is Massa. That's Mississippi Massa.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no, I don't think he was doing that to Kenya. I don't know.
Yeah, that's Massa.
Not Massa.
Massa.
I'm watching. I'm halfway through that episode too. Speaking of P Valley, child. I mean, it's definitely getting real on there.
I can't with Mercedes and Terica. I can't. Like I said in my review, it's the fucking blind leading the blind. 2 14-year-olds. That's what you got.
You said 2 14-year-olds.
It is. Like it's just.
I love Mercedes though. Like
I don't. She's my least favorite character. She does all of the wrong things, makes all of the wrong decisions, and most of what she's going through is of her own doing. But then she want to walk around the world mad at the world, mad at everybody, like it's their fault. No, bitch, it's your fault. You did this. You got yourself in this.
Yeah, and I think she just doesn't want to repeat. And I didn't, like I said, I'm halfway in the episode, so I'm not at the end yet. But I'm at the part where she was like at that gas station and the girl was throwing up, and I was like, I feel like she doesn't want to repeat on what she did. I mean, she had a child at a young age, and she wasn't ill-equipped to handle that child. I feel for Mercedes. Mercedes, I don't know. She look a little good too. I might be swayed by her because she looked good when she was doing them little scenes. I was like, Am I? Let me stop.
Mercedes is in a bad situation because Mercedes put herself in these bad situations and continues to put herself in bad situations. Continue to make bad decisions, even if you say she made the mistake with this man or whatever. I don't think he was married when she got pregnant, if I remember correctly. Even this situation, you decided to go be a stripper at the strip club. And now you like, ain't no judge gonna give nothing to a stripper. You're right. And you made that decision. If Cortez and Shell was taking care of that child, you know what you should have did? Well, let me go ahead and go to school. Let me go to a trade school, vocational. I can go and give me a nurse certification since I ain't got this child to take care of. Let me go do something with myself so I can.
I need bands, honey. I need bands. I don't need no.
So I can do enough so I can get my child back.
Right.
The whole situation with Patrice, you gave Patrice your money because you felt bad. Oh, this mama, she wouldn't have got that money. You gave her that money, and when she spent it, that's on you. The whole thing about Coach, you did that. You got into that situation with Coach. The whole thing with Haley, You decided to let her live in your house with you.
Mm.
You did all of this. But now you mad with the world because they didn't go the way it was supposed to go. Baby, this is all you're doing.
Well, I still rock with Mercedes, but we gotta we that's a conversation for another time.
Mm-hmm.
We
We'll
don't need,
let you finish the episode.
right. We're gonna
And go tell
conclude
the story.
with this episode that I don't even consider wasn't an episode. It seemed like a I don't know what behind the scenes like. It was a mess. This episode was a mess.
That's why I say I could never get that time back.
Yeah,
Ever.
it's
I could
coming.
never get
It's
that time
coming.
back.
Like, and I get it. It was entertaining though, but like we're at the point now where it's like, what am I watching at this point? Is this Real Housewives of Atlanta? It just doesn't seem like it anymore though. Like it just, I don't know. It's just, it's I don't know. It's just definitely something changed. And
We'll see.
yeah.
We'll be back next week then.
Right. Yes, we will.
On my channel.
Yeah.
I already know somebody's gonna get it. Somebody's gonna piss me off.
Somebody gonna piss you off.
They're gonna get it.
Yeah. Mm. Well, all right, guys. Thank you so much for rocking with us. We are live again.
We live.
I hated doing my pre-records, but now since I have like a lot of, since I got my little desktop, this is the best thing in the world, y'all. I will never go back to PC for real. But thank you so much for rocking with us. We will see y'all next week, and I'll go live too. So hit me up. Check. Make sure you subscribe to the page. Subscribe to El Teddy's page. Oh my God, why aren't the names? Were the names the same? But you could have said something because we got. I'm all for cross promoting the display names. They weren't even on.
Oh, ain't that? I don't think it's that serious. People know who I am. Hey.
Yeah. Right. Of course.
27.
Of course. All right, y'all. See y'all later.